Hello, everyone. My name is John Adams. I'm a solutions engineer at Nutrient. And in this video, I'm going to show you one of our web SDK examples from our awesome Nutrient repository. This is in the web SDK, and I'm going to show you how to highlight all the required form fields on a PDF. So got that preloaded in our Playground. Playground is a great way to use our web SDK to explore the functionality without installing anything. Uh, you can see uh, in the options, you can configure which PDF to load. And in this demo, I'm going to use the form page, the form PDF. You can choose your own PDF to upload, and you can change the base options here. I've got a global variable in order to keep track of some state for the required form fields. We do the load method to load the SDK and provide it the base options that we just spoke of in the settings. We provide a custom renderer, which is going to, every time an annotation is rendered, call this function with the annotation, and then we'll be able to evaluate and do some functionality here. And I'll get back to that in a minute. Once the SDK is loaded, we get an instance that we can then manipulate. In this example, we're going to programmatically set all of the form fields in the document to required, just as an example. This, in your document, you'd probably not do this. So we're going to get all of the form fields in the document. We're going to add the required flag to those, leave those in an array of changes, and then we're going to tell the instance to apply those changes. So now every form field in this document is marked as required. We will get the updated form fields, and then this step is optional, but if this was your document and say not all form fields were required, you could filter only the ones that are. So the required form fields, we filtered the list and only put the ones that are required in this array. That's the global object up here. So when the document renders, for every annotation, it's going to call this function in the custom renderer object. And we're going to say if that it is not a widget annotation, which is a form field, then we won't do anything. We'll just return. If it is a widget annotation or form field, we're going to check that the required form field size is bigger than 0, so it has something in it, and then we're going to find that form field. If it's a required field, we're going to wrap it in a class that will provide the red asterisk and put the highlight around the form field. You can see we're going to add this custom class to the class list, the required form field. In the CSS tab, we have that set up right here, where we're adding that asterisk in the pseudo selector and positioning it. So we've added the required form field to the CSS, and then we tell it the node that we're going to give it, so the node that we just created, and we're going to append it, not replace it. So when this loads, you can see if I don't set this, the changes, none of these will be required in the default state. So we've iterated through every form field, marked them all as required, and then based on the annotation renderer, it's going to add that custom CSS that's going to put the pseudo selector and the red asterisk around the document. I'll reload this so you can see it'll flash when it's in its not applied state. You'll see the form fields without the asterisks, and then once it runs, it'll apply it. And you can see at that flash, the beginning, they're not required, then they are required, and you can see the state after we've added. I hope you found this demo helpful. As always, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.